Shalom, guys. Welcome in. Just going to check some energy. I'm bored and just sitting here meditating and things, and I don't have nobody to talk to, so I just get on here and read and check some energy. It's been a very rough day. If you're upright, I need your prayers. I'm really hurting in my body, and so if you could just pray, I would appreciate it. If you are returning back and you're upright, I appreciate you all for returning back as often as you do. If you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones, because my channel is extremely intense, and ask at the hand of the Most High to reveal things that are around us, even supernaturally, that needs to be addressed. And the Most High speaks here very clear. I'm dealing with criminals. I'm dealing with people for several years. I have dealt with them. We have touched on so many different topics on this platform, and the Most High just gets right in their face. And so any person that is even in a like manner to people that are doing things to me, to anybody else, and has consented to being crazy around people's life, y'all are damned to hell. They're just damned to hell for consenting to things that are off to what God says how we should show up in the earth realm. It's time for people to get up and begin to voice things. I mean, you know, a lot of people, they just because they don't want to, you know, start a fight or whatever. But it's not about starting fights. It's about getting to the core of an issue. And I vented today really hard this morning to somebody. I had to just get some stuff off my chest. It just came out of me. And anyway, some people don't realize the things that people do, even secretly, behind the scenes. We had Secret Society come out today, which is so stupid, that are keeping people bound to the pit of hell, doing secret things to other people, thinking that they're big shots. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of energy, so y'all just be patient with me. Just be patient with me. To be honest with you, if I just want to be honest with you, I feel like beating the crap out of somebody. I feel like taking an enemy and beating them small to the ground, like King David said. I ask for the necks of mine enemies. And I'm just as human as the next person. The things that people have had to endure by crazy creeps. Time for upright people to get up and bust them right back in their freaking chops, man. That's how I feel about it. People taking advantage of people. Breaking the law. It's crude, rude, and disgusting, and I won't put up with it. Anyway. What are you going to bring out here, Yehovah Elohim? Very transparent on my platform. If you are brand new, I don't know how you found this platform, but I get on my platform any old way. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse, gossipy stuff. Anyway, the Hangman in the reverse. The Hangman in the reverse is somebody who cannot see outside of the box. There's no creativity in somebody. They're just in this one track little mind here. And somebody's can't see outside the box. And so if they're involved with gossipy nonsense, then I guess so. This could be a married person, the Hierophant, or the preacher, or this is witchcraft in the reverse of the Hierophant as well. This is Secret Society with the Hierophant in the reverse. This is Secret Society. And Six of Wands is also a public card. So there's something public going on out here. Being gossiped about, all that kind of stuff. Eight of Cups. People should walk away from some crap. People should walk away from some crap, but they just want to sit there and gossip and gossip and gossip and gossip instead of healing anything. Then people get up in here and then they make their alliances secretly and do some crap out here, and then they lose their soul over it, and they become demons out here. This is also a church that is really not a church with the Hierophant in the reverse. This is somebody who tries to probably just keep giving effort after effort on something, and they ain't getting nowhere with something out here. Okay, 8 of Cups is somebody who's invested in 8 out of 10 cups, and somebody's walked away or is thinking about walking away from something that possibly could have been successful. Some people have already... God gave some people 24 hours the other day to do what they were supposed to do, and then the next time I read, they sat there, and he showed the reason why they sat there and did not move forward in what he said to do was because there was crime around the stuff. There was crime around some things. Let's take a look at this Hierophant. So there's a predator here. If you're new, I just read differently than a lot of people. There's a predator out here. Okay? The King of Swords... okay, is jumping out on this 3 of Cups that's in the reverse. But we're looking at the Hierophant, which is a society card. Came out with the 5 of Pentacles, which technically there's a pentacle with the Hierophant because it's earth energy. And so if somebody has been looking from every angle on a bribe and a throw out of something, then I guess so. Somebody's cruel out here. There's the Emperor here, so some type of authority figure or boss figure. There's plagues coming to some people, God just said. The Fool. Everything wants to jump over here on this 3 of Cups in the reverse. So the Fool and the World card at the bottom of the deck. There's shit out here attached to something going on. And somebody's in it deep. Okay, somebody's in it deep. The word goes to your bottom in the pictograph language. But there's going to be a complete success of something as well if you're in the upright. If somebody thinks they're trying to get a public victory on a bribe to do something underhandedly here and be a fool, because the fool has to return and eat some vomit like God says a dog does, then somebody's done something out here and they're trying to do something for some public victory. This somebody sets up in some place. An authority figure come out this morning. There was a maladministration bad there. God mocked them right in their face at the end of that reading. Show me this. So this Hierophant could be an air sign, or maybe they're being watched. If there are any upright authorities, somebody should go to jail out here, because the Hangman could represent jail as well. This is a public person, though, that I'm picking up on. Somebody knows something about somebody signing something connected with the bank, because the Hierophant goes back to bank systems. Their motto is, I have. The Fool is the 11th house. Their motto is, I know. I know I have. Somebody knows what somebody has. Somebody has something that's not theirs, that they've stolen. And they signed for something, then they signed something out here that was illegal. Somebody knows this information. Okay, so there's the 10 of Pentacles, large sums of money, and then the Knight of Cups, which is the police officer card. If somebody's amongst a group of people talking, then somebody's talked about some stuff, and if somebody's taken something, somebody has overheard what has been taken. Somebody knows that somebody has something out here that sits in some place, a position of any kind, just generally. But somebody's commitment is out here, but large sums of money, because all that money has kept coming out. Everything is over here on this 3 of Cups, which goes to people talking about some things. Okay, so the secret society definitely is out here. They are talking secretly about some things, but there's somebody possibly amongst this group that knows about some stuff. King of Swords did come out in the upright. King of Cups it is also at the bottom of the deck, whether he's upright or not. Show me more information out here. Yeah, everything keeps wanting to jump over here. King of Pentacles, the Moon with the, this word goes to cut. This word goes to an eclipse. It also goes to somebody who bows to molded images. The crazy. That's a violation of God Almighty. He says that he'll give you confusion for that. And so somebody really deep in confusion, because the hangman goes to confusion. That's why somebody can't see straight. Would represent the hangman. So it goes to molded images in one direction and a cut in the other direction. Came out with the emperor as well. Somebody's having a meeting. This word for meeting is out here. And this is about respect out here. Okay. Anyway, the King of Pentacles, I guess your boss is out here. The truth is out here. And God will tell it all day long. People don't respect people. People just try to see what they can get from you secretly. We'll just push you a little bit farther. We just won't say anything. If you do it, cool. If you don't, then whatever. And that's wrong. That's wrong. The truth is out here. People so stupid and secretive. It's so stupid. Show me more words out here. People just can't be grown up on some stuff. Things have just went way too far. Things have just went way too far. Dealing with kids. Frozen. Somebody's accounts could be frozen here. Or somebody might be fixed. If somebody's talked about something out here, somebody might be freezing somebody's account. If somebody knows that somebody actually signed off on a bunch of money and they have something that's not theirs, there's an authority figure around something. Somebody trying to be sneaky about something. I guess somebody's trying to be sneaky about something. But this frozen energy is jumping out on that Hierophant, which goes to bank systems. So if you've stolen something, God said yesterday when we were reading, you can't have what doesn't belong to you. If somebody now found out about who you are and what you've done, and your account's now going to be frozen, God's going to get back to where it goes. Time is attached to something. So this says something about needing some time. Somebody's thinking about something. Now is also the time for something to happen. Time, it will bring unexpected changes is also what the card says. There's a surprise going on out here. Okay, well, anyway, there's some type of a forcing energy secretly with a group of people in a meeting attached to something about a lack of respect. Okay, and these people don't respect nobody in these secret societies. They're all out for themselves. They're wolves. God said, if this is the preacher, this is an idiotic freak preacher that comes out all the time. Are you from France? You are from France. We already know you are. You ran things to France, didn't you? Anyway, this preacher, the scripture says that they'd be throwing people out, thinking that they did a service to God. Throwing people out. They're off. Somebody's investigated, though, out here for doing some crap out here. So somebody's account's fixing to be frozen. Then you're going from 10 pentacles to nothing because somebody's talking about some stuff out here, boy. Your child is out here attached to something going on as well. Okay. Somebody is shedding some light on something, is what the card says. So to illuminate, the people are talking about some stuff. Flashbacks, trauma bonds, inner child wounds, attracting toxic stuff is out here. Okay, well, it's because people won't do what's right. Something surprising is going to take place out here. That word surprise is out here again. What's in the hidden space? We have synchronicities in the reverse. Okay, so if somebody's all out here thinking that you're having synchronicities, it's somebody has had an illusion on something going on. There is not any synchronicities out here. Okay, there's going to be a change in some type of a courtship, and a wealthy person is out here. But that King of Pentacles and the Emperor is over here with this meeting that's going on. Somebody's two-faced out here. People are two-faced, folks. People are two-faced. People are. Okay, there's a commitment out here that's changing. If somebody was going to be proposed to and somebody was only in a relationship just for all that money, and somebody has overheard some crap out here, they've been illuminated with some stuff that's going on. The truth is out here on something. Truth is out here on some stuff. A co-worker or a construction worker, construction or work or a worker, heavy storms. There's the preacher that came out. They are out here. They're backwards. We already know about the preacher. We already know about the freaking wolf that's done some crap. Those of you who don't follow the channel, then you just have to go back on video after video. God's just been talking about these freaks in the churches. They're nothing but crazy. A doctor is out here attached to some stuff going on. Dorms and rooms. I'm just not going to keep my mouth shut anymore. I'm not going to hold things in no more. People talk to me, I'm just going to give it just like it is. A lot of times, like I said, people want to just keep their mouth shut because, well, it's just better just to be quiet. No, let us speak up. Stop using people. A singer, yes, a singer. My music, you're going to give my music back. A lawyer is out here involved in some crap. And don't fear. I won't fear. I don't fear nobody. I know the things that are rightfully mine and what somebody has done to me deliberately. You're going to die and go to the pit of hell when I get done with you. The X is using kids for information. Beware. People got proof of some stuff about this loan that was signed off on. Like I said. A monster. Somebody is a monster out here to do crap to people, just to be using people. We've been talking about this for years on this platform. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Somebody needs to not let somebody go alone. Okay? Also, what's this card? Somebody's avoiding a conversation because they're a child. People are childish. They don't want to talk. They're not grown. But they're having meetings with everybody else and trying to figure out what we can do to somebody and be crude. But they're willing to all gossip, but they don't want to have a conversation with you for the truth's sake. Because they're guilty, because they don't have no light on the inside of them. It's really what it boils down to. You got cray-cray people in the earth realm. Let's just see what we can get out of you. You ain't getting crap. Okay? Anyway, there is a record out here, documentation on whatever this loan is, all this money that was signed off on. Okay? There's a newscaster that came out. Something could be on the news as well. Look what the most I just brought out. France. That's right. We already know that my Facebook account was ran to France. On the person who act like they're me, got all my money while I sit here and suffer, and you're going to give it back, and your fingers are going to be chopped off when I get done with you. See how you're going to wipe the shit out of your ass then? Because the word shit came out. You're in it so freaking deep. You're a freaking monster. You are a monster. God's recorded everything out here. We do have proof. I know I got tons of proof that'll stand in the court of law. We have the letter O, and we have the letter D. We have a doctor, a DO is out here. We also have an M. The M and the D can be pulled out of this. It's actually the letter M, but the degaz is found within it out of the same language. And this goes to bloodshed in another language. There is bloodshed out here. People have murdered and killed and have become a monster in society, doing things to people that they don't have no right. Those of you who are familiar with the Apocrypha, it talks about women who would bring forth monsters into the earth. We got a lot of monsters walking the roads, and driving down their cars, or people are just freaking cray in their mind. Especially people get up on in their fake temples and churches and say hallelujah and crap, and feed you a plate of shit and do crazy to people is monstrous. This goes back to money and assets and stuff like that, and inheritances and things like that. You could be dealing with Missouri, MO. We are dealing with people from Missouri, aren't we? Anyway, this goes to the law. We have a lawyer out here, and it goes back to justice is going to be assured. What God keeps saying, so I just wait for the time for that to take place. STDs are out here. Somebody got sexual nasty on them because they can't keep their pants up. It comes out all the time. Comes out all the time. Somebody just wants to pull their britches down to get their way to keep this money that they signed off for, and everybody's got STDs that lays with the creep. It says that he that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. It says that there are people that are in darkness out here. They are. They don't have no light on the inside. They don't see nothing. You got somebody who mocks poor people out here. You really are kook. Do you know that God says, and He is the one that makes poor and He makes rich, not you. Were you born with a silver spoon in your mouth? God put that there, allowed you to have some type of wealth to do something positive with it. You're sitting here mocking people when God's the one that brings high and low, makes poor and makes rich. Just like that, He can flip it up another side on you. And actually, He says that in the scripture, that when it happens to you, then you'll be crying out, and God's going to make sure nobody answers you because you did that. So when you're out here, when you, hold on, we want you to get a good picture. You mocking people like this, where God says you reproach Him because He's the one that makes it work together. You get a good picture of what now you are going to have happen to you, because Jehovah ain't a liar. We're going to see who's going to be laughing now, because you ain't wise. You immature piece of nutcase. Whoso mocks the poor reproaches his maker. Who made you? The source of all living made you, and you're going to mock Him? And he that's glad at somebody's calamity shall not go unpunished. Okay, so somebody laughing. I'm glad you're this. You're not going to go without being punished by God. Jehovah Paulette, we call out upon you. We need your deliverance. Stuff is crazy to me. It's just freaking crazy to me that people would even act like this. Oklahoma is coming out here attached to some stuff as well. A female relative is underneath that. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You ain't my relative no more. A Capricorn is out here attached to something. Is it Michelle? Excuses is out here. A stoplight. A bully. You're going to get bullied right back. Somebody at school is being bullied. You need to talk to your kids, folks. You need to talk to your kids. Okay? It's time to pick a side. Jehovah's judging something here. So here's the sides. Being upright and just and truthful, or being a low-down, filthy scoundrel and not want to do anything right and laugh at people and be some type of kook. Pick a side, because these are the only two sides you and I get in this realm. The beast. Well, somebody is infiltrated with the mark of the beast on them. This is what come out. I just want to turn the camera on. Let the Most High God speak. You people do what you've got to do. Pick a side. Because God's going to smash down every filthy person. A filthy person is somebody who's crazy from their heart. That's got murderous nonsense that just comes out of them to do crazy stuff, to disguise themselves and sign off on other people's things and throw people out. That you're filthy. God calls you filthy. So go ahead and stay filthy still. You're shit out here. And I hate you with the perfect hatred, just like David prayed. You will go down to the lower parts of the earth for seeking people's soul that want uprightness and goodness. I'm ready to contend with a fight because my father is the same way. He said, you want to be peaceable, then I'll be peaceable. But if you're going to be some type of kook out here and be perverse and stuff, God says, I'm ready to contend, and I'm ready to contend against people being taken advantage of. I spit on all people's being crazy. You think you're all that in a bag of chips. You ain't nothing. You're immature.